Ugh, ugh, it's so hot. I'm dying. I'm gonna do my best today, guys. I'm doing my best. So, we're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube for tickles. We're tickling the verts. And we're live horizontally. Oof. I'm very excited for today, despite the fact that I am so hot. I am so overheated. I do not have AC in my house, and I'm so tired. I'm not tired. I'm so hot. I've gone delirious. But that's okay. So today we're going to play this game that I'm very excited for. Yo-yo, says Marcelo. Yo-yo, Marcelo. So, yeah. Here's the deal for today. Today's deal is we're going to play this game called Worlds Upon the Wind. And I have a link in the chat and also in the description if you're interested in it. Before we get into it, I want to talk about it because it's a new indie game that's coming out on the 23rd, tomorrow. It's coming out tomorrow. I've had this preview copy, and unfortunately, I haven't had a lot of time to spend with it, and that is horrible. So let's just talk about the game. It comes out tomorrow. It's going to be on Steam, Windows, Linux, and Mac. It'll be $9.99. There's a Discord you can check out. It's a roguelike deck builder, and it says, resettle the shards of a shattered world in this peaceful roguelike deck builder inspired by classical Japanese art, which, as you can tell, is why they gave it to me. Could hurt. Sorry, Marcelo. Marcelo says, cold, humid cloth piece on the back of your neck might help. Actually, that is a wonderful idea. I've done that before, and I have a rag right here, so I could get this wet. I'll do that in a second. So the features of this game are kind of cool, too. This is actually, there's a lot of stuff about this game that is really up my alley, which is probably up your alley, too. It says no violence or stress, but a focus on construction, exploration, and harmony. It's a story of cultural grief and learning to let go, which is important for everyone. There's strategic planning around opportunities of procedural maps and challenges. This game offers a 20-hour-long campaign, which layers new game mechanics all the way to the end. There's 350 glyphs for an endless variety of combos, 200-plus choices that echo through generations to shape new cultures, 100-plus relics with unique gameplay effects, and 15 animal companions with playstyle-defining abilities. So then the other thing that's really, really cool about this is there's completely optional Japanese language practice minigames, which I'm really excited about. So the developer of this is an indie dev. He's a solo dev working with an audio engineer, which I can appreciate because I was once an audio engineer, so that's beautiful. And yeah, so I got this review copy offered to me, and I thought that this was a perfect fit. I've been really wanting to play. I've just been so busy with stuff, and I have this funeral coming up, so I did want to give this a chance before it came out, though. And I'm going to just try to stay hydrated as much as I can. So this looks really cool. I'm very excited about this. There seems like there's a lot of traditional Japanese stuff that has to do with this. So we're going to play this, and as this opens up, I'm going to try Marcelo's trick. Actually, this looks disgustingly dirty. Oh, well, what's dirt on the neck? Nothing. I'm taking a shower tonight anyway. Yeah, so I'll hit play, and I'll get this wet and put this on my neck, and hopefully I'll be a lot more excitable tonight. Worlds Upon the Wind. So we can launch with the Vulkan renderer for older graphics card. We don't need that. I have a 4060 Ti Super, which isn't like anything to brag about, but it is a very usable card. So because I know it's important to people, I also want to mention there is no use of AI in this game at all. No AI. So, congrats to them. That's great. Just make sure... I think the volume could come up a bit, like a lot of it. We'll figure it out. You guys tell me if it's too long or loud later. All right, settings. Let's see. We're going to keep all the stuffs right now. Video, full screen, audio, streamer mode, skip content ID music. You know what? I'm just going to keep this open. What is my favorite band? Well, that's really hard because my musical tastes have changed so much over time. I like a lot of different varieties of music. What have I been listening to lately? I don't know. KMFDM industrial music's probably my favorite. Okay, so then for Japanese, enable kanji practice minigame. So we're going to turn both of those on. Use drawn kanji on card. I don't know what we're doing with this, so it's like we have some different options for the Japanese settings. We're going to try that out for this run. All right, so let's play a new game.
Once, we were the masters of our world.
Whoa, I was not expecting voice. You used to only listen to rap, now you switched to nu metal. Yeah, I listen to rap a bit now, too. I've been kind of more into indie rap, like not a lot of mainstream. I like weird stuff.
Trees bowed to our axes. Beasts and rivers alike
Hey, Jeff.
ran where we
How you doing?
willed.
Wow, this art really is cool, though, isn't it? This is great.
We carved up the earth.
I like the
and took
scrolls,
our
too.
rightful inheritance. But divine favor would not last forever.
Wow. This reminds me of some of the coastlines I've been to on my trips to Japan. It's so beautiful.
Droughts.
You're doing good. I'm doing good. I'm just warm.
And winds wailed against our shelters.
This style is so great. I'm really digging this so far.
We fought back with cunning and miracles to quell the shaking land.
I feel like you don't see this artwork a lot in video games. That's very cool.
In our struggle, we shattered what we treasured most.
Hey, Bree, Marcelo told me something. Hold on just 1 second. All right, sorry. I was teaching Bree what Marcelo taught me. Oh, that's so cool. Look at all the stuff going on in this one. Those feet up in the air. Guy's trying to grab onto a tree. Wow, that's cool.
All that remains is 10,000
What would you do if I send you 100 gifted? You do not need to do that. That's wild. I would thank you, but I mean that's not. I don't need any. I know I have monetization on, but I don't need it. It's not necessary. I just enjoy having people in here chatting.
Among us were some who listened to your words, O enlightened
But I
one,
appreciate your
and
kindness. That's very
prepared
nice of
for
you.
the end.
That's really cool.
We inked our names upon a great scroll, shielding us from the shattering.
This is really, I like the details in this. It's kind of cool how it looks like it's actual like wet ink. It was a good effect, I think. No.
With our
No.
faith rewarded, we set out to reunite the world.
Unite the world. So I'm excited. Next time we go to Japan, we're going a lot in the countryside. All right. Oh, Enlightened One. Your prophecy told us that after the shattering, we are to put the shards back together one expedition at a time. Let's begin then by rebuilding a Torii Gate. Torii Gate. So let's see. It says mountain provides stability. Okay, so it's like circle, circle, square. Is that what they're trying to say? So we drag that on there. And then maybe earth, I think. Earth. And then square would be craft. Was that it? Yeah, and then well done with the building, but we'll need to redouble our efforts to open the gateway. Guide us with a sign, O Enlightened One. Guide us with a sign. Oh, you can redraw your hand once. So we got to redraw, because I was like, I don't have that. We need a plus sign and a diamond, actually, but those are two different ones. We're ready to resume the preparations now. Let's open the gate to a new shard. And then I guess we'll do mirror. Gather expedition, embark. Excellent. We need enough people to found a settlement when we get to the shard. Let's gather everyone at the gate. Okay, so circle, mother, and nurture. And then we want to embark. We are exhausted, but you are always with us, O Enlightened One. Grant us one last bit of will to embark. Let's invoke this glyph's blessing. Glyphs have evocations. Hover the glyph to learn more. Right-click the glyph to cast all of its evocations. So you get to draw 2 if you right-click. Okay, well that gave us a circle, which is no. Oh, here we go. Fill 2 random essence slots in developments. Oh, okay, so this is what we want here. 2. Ni. Ichi ni. Ichi ni. All right, you're now ready to start our first expedition. Very cool. Please look kindly on us as we step out, O Enlightened One. We only need a foothold in this strange new land. Just so the others can feel safe when they follow, you have already saved us from the shattering, so I trust that you'll guide us to restore the world. I know you have better things to do than watch our every footstep, but if you nudge us in the right direction, we'll handle the rest. Sure. All right, time to decide how to develop this land. Each site offers several developments, but only one can be active at each level. Activate some developments, then click Redraw Hand. So each site offers... Oh, that's clever. I like it. So if there's an underline, you can hover over it to get... Wow, this is actually really cleverly done. I like this. I don't usually play this all the time. The Shardering. Solo. Yes, we must save Japan from the Shardering. Small feature within a foray like a forest or ruin, which serves as a base for development that produces yields. It's yields. I'm being stupid. Don't listen to me. Smoldering crater. Now this requires change, but it provides adventure and beauty. The smoldering crater. We also have a snow-capped peaks. That takes life. We have some life there. It provides beauty and food. Now, beauty and food sound really good. And then the winding path requires stability. So we have stability. And it provides adventure. Well, adventure is always good, too. You can never go wrong with adventure. Let's start with some snow-capped peaks. Oh, I think do I drag and drop to do snow peaks? Yeah, cool. The mountain wears a crown of ice, watering the valleys with its melting jewels. Time to decide how to develop this land. Each site offers several developments. Okay. But only one can be active at each level. Activate some developments, then click redraw hand. Okay. Well, we could do a boneyard or a rock garden. Or, wow, I like how it highlights this stuff. They really make this easy. So salt flats. Let's try some salt flats. Okay, and well, it said only one, and then it said then redraw hand. Okay, so water? No, that does not do what I thought it did. When you are done, click end foray. I mean, I don't know. Is there anything else? Okay, so that darkens them out. That darkens them out. That darkens them out. That darkens them out. Okay, it looks like we're gonna end foray. Foray. Oh, look, we got a mountain village now. Yukikage. Yukikage. Very cool. Settlement is named Yukikage, the Snow Shade, after its snow-capped peaks. Nice. And then we get to choose a glyph to add? Interesting. The glyphs you choose here stay for the rest of the expedition. What's this here? Expedition. The full journey to restore the world shard, made up of multiple phases. Man, they really do. They go do a good job making like a complicated game like understandable. I mean, you know, there's going to be a lot of people. Oh no, I'm rubbing this all over my face. Shit. BRB. This is covered in lithium grease for my 3D printer. And I'm literally getting it wet and rubbing it all over my body. Probably not good. Probably not good. Okay, I have refreshed my cold rag with something that's not covered in lithium grease. All right, glyphs here. Ones with more essences are usually better, but sometimes the evocations. Let's see. Hey man, I just found your channel for doing research for my upcoming Japan trip, and I found your videos to be a good resource for seeing very real life content. Oh wow, that's so cool to hear. Wow, really, Soma? Oh wow, that's really wonderful. I'm so glad. Yeah, if you ever have any questions or anything, I'm not an expert, but I've been to Japan 3 times now, and we're gonna do a 4th trip. Literally watching last night. Any tips for somebody about to go in 2 months? Well, I think that if you haven't gone before, the first thing you need to expect is nothing's going to be as perfect as you hope it to be, but everything's going to be really fun and you're going to really enjoy yourself. So it's okay if not everything's perfect and not all your plans are perfect. Another thing is, I think Suica cards are awesome. And if you can get any sort of an IC card right away, as quick as you can, you're going to be the better for it. And 7-Elevens, pretty much everywhere, are the best place to recharge them very quickly and easily. A lot of the ATM machines won't work, so expect a number of ATM machines to not work. Use the trains a bunch. Trains are great. Okay, so then my other big thing that I always like to tell people who want to have a great time in Japan is take some time to get lost. That's literally some of the coolest things I've seen. Some of the best fun that we've had has been when we've just said, you know what, let's just walk this way. Whatever's there, I don't, and just go down side streets, go just check out off main stuff. That's always great too. And then I lost my phone when I first got there, so don't lose your phone. That's another one. It's specific stuff I can answer too. I have a hard time with general answering. All right, ones with more essences are usually better, but sometimes the invocations matter more. Interesting. Pay attention to your essence counts and keep them balanced. Sometimes removing a weak glyph is the best choice. Huh. Okay, that's really exciting, though. I think that, God, I miss Japan. I want to go back again so bad, like now. I was just telling Bree that last night. What areas are you thinking about going to? Let's see. Fill a random essence slot in development. Okay, but this has 2, right? Divine 6. See the top 6 and the... We have to choose one to add. So this is fill 2 random essence slots in development, but discard 2 random glyphs. I don't like that. I think we're going to go with this one. Fill a random essence slot in development. For the next foray, we need to fulfill the foray goal of 4 safety. Oh, here we go. Here's our goals. 4 safety and 6 productivity. When selecting a place to settle, pay attention to how much of the goal yield it can provide. Gold yield? The results of your development, such as food or knowledge, which can be gathered over the course of the expedition. I'm expecting this. Yes, good tips. Going with my wife as well, and we were trying not to overdo it with the planning so we can get a little lost. Yes. And yeah. So for my phone, I don't have it set up right now, but I just got a lanyard for my phone. But also if you lose anything, you can always go to where the police are and ask them to, and they can help you. Our Airbnb host helped us navigate some of that, but we just weren't lucky and we didn't end up getting our phone. Yeah, when me and Bree go, we plan a little bit different than most people. We make kind of like a little book of 4 trips sound insane. That's an actual dream. Once I went once, I didn't stop going. That's what happened. I spent my whole life up to that point waiting to go to Japan, and then once I went once, I was like, I gotta do it again. There's so much more to see. Yeah, I've booked our next trip right after we got back. But yeah, I think not overdoing it with planning, leaving breathing room is such a huge thing for like a really great trip. Me and Bree just we make a book that we talk about things that we'd like to do. And so we just have this big like printed out list of a bunch of locations, shops and stuff like that. And then we'll take we'll make like a top 5 basically that we absolutely must do, and then we can kind of figure out stuff to plan around there, and then also just have free time to just do. It's great. You're gonna do Tokyo, Yokohama, and Osaka. So yeah, that's all the places I've been. That's great. That's really great. I really like Tokyo. I've been there twice. We made a point to go to Yokohama on our last trip that we went, and I really liked Yokohama. I liked Yokohama so much more than I thought I would. And then Osaka, there's lots of stuff there as well. Also, it is one of people's favorite places to go to. I had a little bit of a rough time there, but my overall experience of Osaka was very good, and the people are they really truly are different than in Tokyo. But Osaka is so good for like finding off the beaten path places, like even in major areas. Like, so we went to Shinsekai, and while we were there, there's all these just major things, but there's also kind of like little side places that you see where there's not much foot traffic. And my God, we walked into this store to get okonomiyaki, a little restaurant, and it was literally just this dude that he had a place above that he owned to sleep and live, and he would just come downstairs and turn the TV on, and people would come in, and I just was like, I walked by and he's like, are you looking for something? And I was like, you do okonomiyaki? And he's like, yeah, we do. Come on in. Like full English and everything. It was pretty wild. And we had a really great time in there. He was a really interesting dude. Yeah. So it was very cool. It was very cool. You can't go wrong anywhere in Japan, I don't think. Especially for your first time. Everything's going to be like a dream. It really will be. That's very exciting. For the next foray, we need to fulfill the goals. When selecting a place to settle, pay attention to how much of the goal yield it can provide. You can pan the map using the right mouse button. Ooh, yeah, that moves nice and smooth, too. The foray goal for safety. Okay, so choose a foray location. Oh, okay, so this is what they're saying about doing that. Also, if you're going to do Tokyo, Yokohama, Osaka, I gotta tell you, Nara's really cool too. If you end up having a little bit of time going to Nara, it's a beautiful little area, and there's the deer too, which is really fun and beautiful there. But it's just a really cool kind of place. Where did we go to? Well, Kinosaki Onsen Town was way, way, way north of Osaka, so I don't know if I'd suggest that, but that was really good too. Man, there's just so much stuff. All those places are the places I've been. Okay, so 15 and 10 for this. And these are 20 and 10 maybe in the scrublands. We haven't explored this yet, so 15 and 10, 20 and 10. Those are kind of all the same. Ooh, 40 and 10 in the canyon? Ooh, maybe we want to check out the canyon there. Yeah, let's see. Newborn baby contains 1,786 calories. How do you know? What? This is, of course, the average and not the exact amount per baby. The amount does vary on how well the mother took care of herself if she got proper nutrition. So you can eat a baby a day. Yeah, I should upload some more videos too. I feel like our last trip that we did, I still have a lot of footage that I haven't used. I mean, I actually have a lot of footage from our trip in general I haven't used. Oh, a good travel backpack too. If you don't have a good travel backpack, for about $70 on Amazon, Tom Talk makes my backpack, which is like my favorite traveling backpack. I use it for everything. The guy sounds very interesting. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, Caleb. Caleb's wild. Okay, so the yield you gain during forays are added up here. These will unlock new options later in the expedition. This is your inspiration. Missing foray goals reduces it. If you run out, the expedition ends and you forfeit the bonus rewards. Oh, bummer. Let's see. So, well, we needed the stone buildings. We have 10, so we should get enough of those. And then blocks, we have 5, but we need 6. So maybe kind of like a twofer there. So it looks like we have to do the moss tapestry, and then that unlocks us. We have a square? Oh no, we don't. Oh no. Oh no, I think we goofed up already. That was maybe a bad choice. Indubitably. Whale milk contains 50% fat. I have no idea whales produced milk, but I guess they're mammals, aren't they? We can do the smoldering crater and get a little bit of adventure. I think that's about it. That's all we can do before we have to redraw. I think I might have goofed up. Oh wait, we can right click too.
Continue 1, fill a random essence slot with any filled essence slots. Divine 1, see the top glyph of the stack and move it to discards. I don't fully understand that as a... Yes, whales are mammal. This game is pretty. Dude, I'm really excited about this game visually. I shall return one day when I'm needed. Okay, Caleb, thank you so much. I appreciate your insight. Yeah, so the dev said that this game has no AI and uses hand-drawn assets as well as historically accurate imagery. So I'm like I really like that. I think whale milk is a big ingredient in the soup that sumo wrestlers drink. In that soup? Is there special soup there? Devs lie? Well, devs lie, but a lot of indie devs are like, well, I don't know. We know, like, we've seen, what is that dev that did the Yandere game or whatever? Yeah, but most indie devs I mess with, they're great. And they're not liars. They're good people. Okay, we're gonna do this one to see what happens. So what is that gonna do? No valid essence slots to fill? Okay, that was weird. We didn't understand that mechanic, apparently. No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay, we want this for the moss ball nursery. I want a moss ball so bad. I don't know if that's like really stupid to say or not, but I've always wanted like to grow a moss ball. Okay. And this one, we need this guy and this guy? Did that work? I don't think that worked. I think we screwed up. No, we screwed up. I meant to die. Can I control Z? No. Chanko Nabe sumo stew. Interesting. We're gonna lose inspiration now because I'm dumb. Discard a random glyph, draw a glyph. Okay. Mountain? Oh, did we pull? Yes, let's go! Oh, I pulled that out. That was silly. Okay. Now we can end our foray. Look, we have a little village in the valley. Yuya. Foray outcome. The settlement is named Yuya, the hot spring valley, after its natural hot springs. So when we went to the Kinosaki Onsen town, which was like super far north, like all the way up to the north coast in above Osaka, it was like this onsen town like in a valley. It was beautiful. That's probably one of my favorite Japan things I've done. We had such a great time. And weirdly, we showed up when they were doing this festival and I had no idea. I was just blown away. I might have heard the thing about the milk like decades ago and merged it with reality. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we got some 4 insights here, and then we get to choose a glyph that we want to add. So I think it said to look at the evocation. So spread stability. Duplicate a random glyph in your hand that has stability essence. That sounds pretty clever. Gain 5 knowledge. Or add 1 morning glyph to the top of the draw stack. I don't know. We'll do spread. Spread sounds good. We actually are doing a day trip to Nara. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. You're there 18 days. Oh, man, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful amount of time, too. Our first trip was a month long, and I'll never regret it. I'll never regret it. It was amazing to have that much space in a trip, so that's great. Yeah, Nara's wonderful. You will have a great time. You'll have a great time. I guarantee it. It was weird because, like, watching YouTube videos, we kind of had a little bit of a disconnect on, like, how to get from, like, the train station to where the deer are. And then we also, like, didn't understand the cracker thing either. I actually ended up just kind of wandering around for a while, looking at the Shika deer. And then, like, down by the water, there was just a shack with, like, this old man. And, yeah. We got some crackers from him, a whole bunch, like tons. Like I had so much, we ended up giving somebody some crackers.
there was some rich guy that rented a house like in Nara Park. I don't know how people do that, but super rich people get to do that. And yeah, he was just fascinated that me and my family was feeding these deer, and so I was like, oh well, here's some crackers, you do it too. If you feed the deer in Nara, let me give you some advice. The deer become lazy, so they will do as little as possible to get your cracker. So you have to have kind of a firm hand with these cute little deer and pull it back. And yes, I would say that would be a reasonable day trip. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, you're doing the Ghibli Museum. Oh my God. So on one of our trips we went on our last one. Yeah, we went to the Ghibli Museum, but we didn't have reservations, so we couldn't go in. And it was like, it broke our hearts. It broke our hearts because we went right there. And that whole area around the Ghibli Museum, walk around. I'm telling you, 100% walk around like that lake area and stuff. It is so beautiful. It is, especially if you're with your wife, just have a nice time together down there because it's beautiful and just so nice. Totally forgot what I was saying. Something about the Sheikah deer, I thought. Oh yes, have a firm hand with the deer. So the deer will be lazy, and they will just want to just do like a half-ass bow and take your crackers, and most people will agree with that. But if you force them, like if you refuse to give them the cracker, they will bow deeper and deeper and deeper until they do those really cool, super deep bows. But you have to be firm with them because most people aren't, and the deer are slowly learning about that. Just remembered how I found your channel. It's from the game Shujinko. Oh, that's so cool. Yes, I when I come back from this funeral trip, I am going to start our Shujinko run again. I actually keep in touch with that dev, Julian. He's such a cool guy, and he has some really cool plans with that franchise. That is a very good game. That's really cool. Well, that's really great to hear, Soma. I appreciate all that. My heart is full, O Enlightened One. Thank you for seeing us through. We are exhausted now, so we are going to rest and get used to our new home. To think I was actually there. The very first time we stepped back out into the world. Tales of this journey will be told for generations. It won't be me on the next expedition, but I know you will look after my sisters and brothers just as you have looked after us. No doubt is left in my heart that soon you will restore the world to its former glory. Oh, another thing today too, kind of a random thing to say, but I, for my trip, I wanted something to read outside of Mushoku Tensei, and I found this really cool book called Shinto, the Kami Spirit World of Japan by Sokyo Ono, and this is just kind of like I don't know how to put this. Just kind of like a primer to the Shinto belief system. And it's something, as I've traveled Japan and seen these shrines and stuff, me and Bree have really come to respect a lot about Shinto practices. And so I thought this book would be a really neat book to maybe further understand some of the stuff that we've seen and experienced in Japan and just understand it a little bit better. I'm not shilling this, like I'm not trying to tell anyone to go out and get this. I got this today. I'm very excited. And yeah, I picked this book specifically because a Japanese person wrote it. Most of these books are done by this guy called Hector Garcia, who actually does a foreword in this book. And I'm sure he's also very, very well versed. He's definitely well versed. But I felt like Shinto is something I wanted to learn a little bit more about from a Japanese person. So I picked that book. It was on Amazon for like $10. Pretty cool. Monk. My heart is full. Oh, when I read this. To think we're actually there. The first time we stepped back. No, I didn't read this. My heart is full, O Enlightened One. Thank you for seeing us through. We are exhausted now, so we're going to rest and get used to our new home. To think I was actually there. The very first time we stepped back out into the world, tales of this journey will be told for generations. It won't be on the next expedition, but I know you will look after my sisters and brothers just as you have looked after us. No doubt is left in my heart that soon you will restore this world to its former glory. Maybe I did read that. Okay, so we finished the quest, the first step. So this is our first expedition. We've established one settlement. Anytime between forays, you can finish the expedition. If you do this before running out of inspiration, you will gain a bonus reward. Let's finish the current expedition. I kind of like this. This was kind of neat. It looks like we have some wheat fields up ahead there. Are you sure you want to finish this expedition? You will gain 10 bonus insights for returning before the inspiration is exhausted. I mean, that's what they want us to do. All right, so this is Fukushima. Expedition finished. So we can kind of go through here. We have snow-capped peaks, salt flats, a moss tapestry, and a smoldering crater. I like the little animations with it too. Return to Haven. I have served all my life as your scribe of names, O Enlightened One, but the people beg for a prophet. Inspire in me your will, and I shall carry your commandments to the faithful. In the age before the shattering, your sacred word came to us through relics. If we are to hear your will once more, we must gather such relics. I only pray that we be worthy enough to reclaim them. Find a relic by completing events. Ooh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is my... Wait, isn't this my thumbnail? I'm pretty sure this is my thumbnail. This is the haven from which we launch our expeditions. It will continue to evolve as we resettle the shards. You can zoom in with the mouse wheel and pan. Okay. These are your insight points. Insights are gained during expeditions. Okay. You can spend insights here to permanently unlock new skills. Skills can provide numerical bonuses or unlock completely new gameplay systems. More skills will become available as you continue the story. You can also use this gate to launch a new expedition. Oh, we have a little Tori gate. Very cool. Also for Japan travelers, I personally, you don't need to learn Japanese. If you know Japanese, the better. I personally, I now feel like I want to learn at least conversational Japanese so that I'm able to communicate with people, because I feel like it would unlock so much more for the trip. But you know, learning hello, or sorry, learning yes, no, so hi, ie, or daijobu. There's a number of different ways to say different things, but you can learn just really basic yeses and nos. You'll pick up so much stuff from people talking to. But basic yeses, nos, and thank yous, and excuse me, sumimasen, sumimasen. I cannot tell you how much I say sumimasen. Like when I'm in Japan, it's like because I'm just a big clonking American, and I to a certain degree I am a little disruptive when I'm in Japan. I try my best not to be, but I found that people just really appreciate a little sumimasen. Just a little sumimasen. It seems to be just it paves the way, and people will be so much nicer. We do plan on feeding the deer, so this is helpful. That's hilarious. Yes. The little old man by the docks was great. There's a couple other places you can get it too. His are really cheap, and we very much confused him buying like 6-packs from him. But yeah, it's kind of cute. Little old man just like puts them together and ties them up and stuff. It's a beautiful time. It's very nice. This is a scroll on which the original survivors had written their names. Nowadays, novices read it to practice their glyphs. Click on the scroll to start a kanji learning minigame. Okay, here we go. So, this is... I'm very curious about everything about this game, but this, I was also... I love anything that like can teach me how to do anything Japanese is great. This minigame lets you practice the kanji of all the glyphs you've discovered. Use glyphs to fill in the blanks and gain small insight rewards. Mistakes will cost you inspiration and the session ends if you exhaust it. Oh. Each time you finish a round, the difficulty level increases. You can start future sessions from any level. So I wonder if this inspiration is tied with the actual game inspiration. I would imagine it's a separate system, because it would really suck if I was trying to practice kanji and then I went to do a new expedition and I ended up like just rotted from the beginning. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. All right, kanji practice. So person, ground, moving, gold, rest. What? Boy, I guess I don't understand this at all. Rest or ground? Ground or rest? I mean, okay. So I've only done, just FYI to everyone here, hiragana. Hiragana is the only thing I've really learned properly so far. So jumping right into kanji is a little brutal, but let's see if this one almost looks like, I don't know, I'm having a hard time here. I mean, this is just guessing. Was that it? Ground, rest. Did that mean I was right? Gold? Moving. I don't know how effective this is at teaching me anything. Person. Did I get it then? Is that what they're saying? I must have not gotten it wrong. Yeah, the deer are pretty funny, and like I said, they're lazy and hard-headed, but if you force them, they'll bow. I actually had a number of other tourists approach my family and ask us how we were getting the deer to bow so well. And it was kind of funny to see how people reacted when I said, well, when they give me a crappy bow, I just don't feed them. Like, I make them bow. I will keep bowing at them until they do a proper bow, and then I'll feed them. And they were just like, wait, what? That seems mean. And it's like, no, the deer are lazy. They want to do as little as possible to get the most food possible. Just like any other animal. Okay, fire. I think this is fire, because it looks, I mean, it's person with a thing, but that looks like a fire to me. And like, if I know anything about kanji and I don't, that should be correct. Okay, that was fire. Okay, so that was correct though. Yeah, because see, now it shows you JLPT level N5 taught in grade 1. Okay. I'm not N5 yet. I'm miserable. Okay, we'll deal with that. So this one must be wind. Though this one's kind of given away with this wind symbol. So it's like a little house with it looks like another symbol we've seen before. And this one here is book. So book. And I've seen this symbol a lot. Oh, another thing too, if you have any interest in learning Japanese, I highly, highly suggest, I showed this off on our last stream, but I highly suggest if you have any interest in learning Japanese, you can find in a lot of the stores like these little young reader books, and there's a lot of these which you can review. And this one was really cheap. It was just 750 yen. And if you like anime, there's a ton of them. I like the hints of the colors as the secondary symbols. I agree. I do agree with that, Kevin. Or you could get some manga if you like any anime stuff. But if you don't like any of that, they also just have learning books that you just don't find in the US or in other places outside of Japan. They have a lot of learning Japanese books for English speakers in Japan that you just don't find other places, and they're very, very cheap. I highly suggest checking out a bookstore. I'm trying to think of what airport it is. I think it's the Narita airport has some really amazing stuff. Is it Narita? I'm trying to think where that is. Hold on. Give me just a second. I'm kind of talking out my butt here a little bit.
Yeah, Narita Airport. So, or no, not Narita. I'm thinking of. Shoot, where is it? What is the other airport? What is the other major Tokyo airport? We went to Narita for our first one, which is a lot cheaper. Haneda. So the Haneda airport is wild. And if you have the ability, I highly suggest going and giving yourself some extra time at the airport. It sounds weird, but they have like restaurants and there's like art stuff to look at. There's like full bookstores and there's so much stuff. Like it's like a mall. It's really like an actual really cool Japanese mall in the actual airport. And there's just so much cool like Japanese architecture and stuff inside of it. But if you go to Narita, that's fine too. They have cool stuff there too. The Haneda airport I thought was really neat when we went that one time. 2 seconds. I gotta get something. Okay, a little bit more kanji practice here. Okay, so to occupy. So that's no and ri, I think. Ri. Give me a second. I'm not doing good with my Japanese practice. So no, I don't think that is ri. That is oh my god. If Keen was here, he would literally punch me in the face. He's like, you beat my game! It's Ru. Ru. I think that's Ru.
I was close. Oh, a dog has a little tail at the end. It does. That's right, Kevin. It does. Dog has a little tail. That's cute. I like that. So to occupy. Do we have to keep going? Yeah, we do. Weather. Huh. Earth? I don't know that this is that helpful. Like it's interesting, and I don't have anything against this. It's also beneficial from a gameplay mechanic. Water? I feel like it's like river, but I think this is kunyomi. What is that? No, that's water. That's what the river looks like, meaning water. Look at me. Look at me, not even at N5 yet. Thank you, Marcelo. Ru or roll? It's Ru. It's Ru. Marcelo, come in clutch to help me out with my Japanese here. Thank you. Weather. Like, you can kind of guess, honestly. It's kind of weird. One. Oh, yeah, each ni, like, it's one and then two is ni, so, okay. You have to train those deer. I know. You can't blame the deer. You really can't. I mean, they're just hungry little buggers. But I think my personal, what does kunyomi mean? I don't know what kunyomi means, and it was kind of weird that they just like threw that at me. Kunyomi is reading. Kunyomi is the native Japanese pronunciation. Why am I reading AI? I don't want to read AI. Wikipedia. Or kundoku is a way of reading kanji characters using the native Japanese word that matches the meaning of the Chinese character. The pronunciation is contrasted with onyomi, which is reading based on the original Chinese pronunciation of the characters. Generally, kunyomi readings are used for simple singular words, including most verbs, while onyomi readings are used for compound technical words. Not really fully understanding that. I guess I'm an idiot. That kanji is ki, as in tree, and hiragana ki. The kunyomi, yeah, that's what I was thinking about kunyomi, but there's a what is that? Ki? Wait, was that ki? You said that? Did you say that? Yeah, ki. You did say that. Okay. I have a hard time too. Whoa, we'll definitely check those books out. Never even heard of that before. Yeah. No, there's all sorts of fun stuff. Japan's so great. It's also, it's reading with Japanese pronunciation instead of Chinese. Well, okay, so if you onyomi is speaking Japan Chinese. Japan Chinese. Like Spanglish. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Can we finish? I don't think I want to keep doing this. You will gain 3 insight for correct answers. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that was cool. It did the little stamp, like how you have your name on a little stamp. I forget the name of those. As in, you read the Hanzi of a Chinese name. For example, Feng Bao Bao. The onyomi in Japanese would be Fu Ho. Oh my god. Haneda. Yeah, so there's 2 airports you would take into Tokyo. There's the Narita airport, which is kind of pretty far to the east of Tokyo, and then there's one that's a little to the south on an island called the Haneda airport. I found some good deals sometimes on flights to the Haneda airport, but the Narita airport is almost always cheaper. But it's just not as exciting. People talk crap about it, but I actually kind of like the Narita airport. I mean, it's a vibe. I don't know. Everyone's kind of got their own feelings. That's the beautiful part about traveling. The original name, kanji, and pronunciation in Chinese would be Feng Bao Bao. A Japanese person would read it in onyomi mode as Fu Ho Ho. Be at Haneda? I'm very confused. Oh, that's the one we're gonna be out. It seems intimidating, but now that I think about it, we gotta check it out more. No, the Haneda airport is so cool. It's so cool. If that is where you're going, you are in for a treat, and I highly suggest on your return, when you're coming back home, go to the airport early so that you have time. We had some very good ramen there. The restaurants are no joke in that place. Plus, there's just a lot of stuff to walk around and look at. Like I said, they have this big elevated area with all these like torii gates and all this really cool stuff. And you can just kind of walk around and like look down over everything in the airport. It's so beautiful, and just a lot of fun shopping and fun stuff to look at. Okay. We wanted to see what kind of upgrades we can get. Okay, so these are our little things here. We have 53. So it looks like at this, we could get this one here. Events per foray allow one more event to appear during each foray. This is a newly revealed skill. That sounds really nice. Glyph Mastery increases the rarity tier of glyph rewards by 10%. That also sounds very good. Increases your maximum inspiration. That could be also very beneficial. Allows you to reshuffle your glyph deck and draw a new starting hand one time per expedition. reshuffle your glyph deck and draw a new starting hand. Wow, so if you don't like your first hand you pull. I find it super interesting that they like acknowledge that it's Chinese based and they're intentionally reading it in their own way instead. Well, that's what I was saying about the history of the Japanese language. I mean, okay, I'm not a historian, so some of what I say might not be 100% accurate, but it's my understanding that, like, basically the Chinese were just like rocking and rolling in China. Like they were just like, they were trading and they were running these shops and they were doing all this cool stuff. Whereas like Japan, their language was like totally vocal. So like they would just like speak to each other. They didn't have any like writing and stuff like that. And like one day someone was like, yo, the Chinese are kind of like doing all this really cool stuff because they can write. So like maybe we should also write, because that, like, you know, that way when like Tom is like, yo, I want to borrow $10, and you're like, here's $10, Tom. Like, and then Tom, like later you're like, hey Tom, can I get that $10 back? And Tom was like, what $10? What are you talking about? Like, you know, maybe they should be able to write stuff down. And it was kind of like a weirder story than that. But so then they started their thing like using like Chinese. So there's a lot of weird similarities between Chinese and Japanese because of that. I had a Chinese roommate when I was in college, and he used to actually help me with a bunch of Japanese stuff because, to a certain degree, at the time I had no idea why, he seemed to understand, or at least be able to piece together Japanese, like, meanings and stuff like that. Shout out to Leon. He was the best roommate I ever had. Max says, Onyomi sounds so different from Mandarin because it's based on a different dialect of Chinese, of which there are a ton. Max is here. Max! Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I have been rambling this whole stream and I feel really terrible. I am very much appreciating the game. Thank you so much. Let's get back into it, this tax here. I don't know why we're deviating so much into conversations, but I do appreciate all the banter today. Grants an insight for every 10 yield points of any... Okay, grants an insight for every 10 yield points of any type that do not directly progress the foray goals. Right? So if we gain not during forays... if we gain some... Okay, so I'm saying that all weird. This is a newly... I think I want to try the events. So let's do this one first, and then that'll give us 23 left. So then we want to see how we want to deal with that. So that would be 25. So now we're just left between max inspiration and grants an insight for every teal. Okay, so if we gain stuff that's not part of a foray goal, 10 over is good. I loosely know it was historically based on Chinese, but did not know any of the intricacies. I think a lot of the nuances of my story I told was lost in time to me. So if it is something you're interested in, I highly suggest looking it up yourself, because I like I said, I kind of said like a drunk history kind of version of of events. Max, are you fluent in Japanese? I'm very curious. Okay, so yield points. I think we're gonna go for the inspiration. We're gonna go with that. I'm kind of wanting to progress more than I'm wanting to nitpick, and as I learn more and feel more confident with the game systems, we'll start to do that. So we'll start a new expedition now. Okay, so we're picking our location for our foray currently. The Torii Gate lures me into that direction, but... Okay, unexplored, and I think we're kind of... Oh, mountain scrublands. We got a lot of beauty here, 50 and 30. Let's start over here. Start the foray. Not fluent between N3 and N2. Man, that's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. How cool. I'm very jealous. I need to be much, much, much more studious with Japanese. I've been trying. I am just really hard. I feel like the most progress I have learning is when I'm in Japan and I'm just being forced to immerse. I feel like my learning just accelerates to the moon. But I have a very hard time kind of sticking to a program. Yeah, immersion is the best. Yeah, it's super helpful. Developments outlined with glimmers will trigger events. Oh, events are little vignettes that that can grant powerful glyphs and relics, but also lead to negative outcomes. Oh, could also lead. I was like, wait, what? There's always a negative? No. Interesting. So we can go for Kite Field or the kudzu plantation. Kudzu. I know that word from when we played Promised Mascot Agency. Kudzu is an invasive vine plant known of the vines that ate the South. Oh, are kudzu the things that grow, like you always see, like if there's like an abandoned building in Japan, like isn't that what grows all over it? It's kind of like an ivy looking thing. Yeah, it takes over really bad. Yeah, when we were in the Kinosaki Onsen town, I don't know that you guys will be able to see this like at all, but yeah, it gets all blurry because I have manual focus on right now. Anyway, kudzu. I really wish it wasn't so warm. Okay, so to get to that one, we would have to do the buckwheat field first, which discard one, draw one. Interesting. Moving, fire. Ooh, clay pits sound like they'd be very helpful. We need 10 beauty though. Beauty is what we really want. To focus on beauty. Oh boy, that's a 3-tier step. That might not be our best bet. Let's throw some water at the wildflower meadow. Let's just do that. I probably shouldn't have done that. Sucks that it's invasive, I guess. Yeah, it is beautiful. Kudzu root have some medicinal properties. Oh, it's good for people with type 2 diabetes, the root. Oh, really? Wow. Wow. That's pretty cool. I goofed that up. I should have went for the event. I don't know what I was thinking. I just was hungry for reaching our yield goal. The clay pits. Let's put fire at the clay pits. And pottery kiln. We don't have the ability to do that. We're not ability to do nothing. Oh, we're gonna redraw. Incantations. Discard one, draw one. Let's try that. We got some earth. That was unhelpful. Gain 5 safety. Well, let's go there. 5 safety is good. Also, Max, I want to apologize. I've really been excited to play this game. I've been so slammed busy, and then I kind of have this funeral going on. So I will do more content than this. I'll do a video and everything. But I wanted to get this out before the release tomorrow, which I'm very excited for. Okay. Redraw. We got Sacred Grove. We can move in that direction. Yeah, this'll just work just fine. Okay, seeds of save from the old world are planted here to regrow or to grow into great trees superior to local flora, or so the priests claim. And pottery kiln. Dang, we're not going to be able to do that. Let's see. Provide stability and fill random essence slot. I mean, I don't think that's going to be super helpful. Okay, we're going to have to end it here. Oh, I appreciate folks trying it out. This is very, very enticing to me. I think this has many things that are exactly what I'm interested in. So I really appreciate the review copy. The settlement is named Hanikubo Clay Hollow after its clay pits. Okay, so then, and I'm probably playing like an absolute slog, but I like it, and the music is pure vibes. It totally is for sure. Yeah, this is a very good experience to just kind of sit down with. I think, what was it, when I read at the beginning of the stream, I feel like we had no violence or stress, but a focus on construction, exploration, and harmony. I feel like that was a really truthful statement in the way that I've really enjoyed how this game doesn't feel like I have an incredible amount of pressure. It makes me feel comfortable with making decisions that are probably wrong and just kind of learning from them. I've really liked that a lot. Because that's just kind of how I play games these days. I don't like to be stressed. Okay, choose a glyph to add. So add a simple glyph with an essence you don't already have to your hand. Target beauty. Fill a random essence slot that produces beauty. Satisfy 4, gain 4 yield points of a random unsatisfied foray goal. Cannot exceed the goal maximum. Wow, let's get play music. Let's go on a cool ball. Alright, we're gonna choose a new foray. We have the plains and the steppe up there, but we could also move down into the mountains. 15, 15, 55. 55, 20, 15. Yeah, let's go over this way. Let's start a foray over here. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, so buckwheat fields. Now we can try this for the first time. Here we go here. I wanted to do this before, and I'm sorry I didn't last time, guys. The threshing is finished, the grain safely stored in the granary, and the hulls gathered in huge piles. The wind rattles through the piles with a dry, whispering sound. The settlers, exhausted from the harvest, complain of backaches, claiming that the straw mats offer little relief from the hard, cold ground of the New World. A seamstress offers to make pillows out of the holes. They hold their shape, she explains, and they breathe. The farmers are tempted, but they could also compost the holes so that the soil remains fertile, though that would take some effort. Okay, so we can craft a glyph to sew pillows for the community. We can use a stability glyph, spread the holes on the earthen floors. Wait, what is going on here? I'm confused. Am I choosing one? Am I making a choice here of what I'm going to do with the holes? Plow the holes back into the earth. Threshing is finished, the grain safely stored in the granary, and the holes gathered in huge piles. The wind rattles through the piles with a dry, whispering sound. Settlers exhausted from the harvest complain of backaches, claiming that the straw mats offer little relief. Oh, pillows. I feel like pillows would be really helpful. Farmers are tempted, but they could also compost the holes so the soil remains fertile. I feel like pillows would be good, though. I feel like this is actually a really good question. Because I feel like there's not really like a wrong answer, but like there's many different proper paths, I guess. Each has a benefit. I think we're gonna go with the pillows. The seamstress works late, stitching rough cloth into sacks. The holes are stuffed inside, creating firm, cool cushions that cradle the head. That night, for the first time, the farmers get a good night's sleep. The soil may be hungry, but the people are rested. I feel like the people should be rested, though. The game will tell you this later on, but since you're particularly interested in Japanese culture, you can try clicking the red icon in the bottom right of each... Whoa, really? Oh, that's cool. The bottom right for each illustration for historical info. Heck yeah. Okay, so we got a relic, and that's the Sobagara pillow. Whenever you skip a glyph reward choice, restore 5 inspiration. Okay. I was just trying to be helpful to the people. Okay, you have encountered a legacy event. Choices made during such events have long-term story consequences. Ooh. An old monk sits on a straw mat by the shard's edge, watching clouds, seas stretch to the horizon. Oh, that was another thing. It's coming out tomorrow, but there's a demo that covers half of the game. Whoa! Whoa! Now, I feel like this game would be something that's kind of with the intention of replaying, though, right? Like, I feel like this would be something I would want to re-experience because it would be a different experience each time I played through it. Does that sound right? Green Slade, welcome in. Welcome in, man. Stream is going good, dude. I think you would really like this game, especially because you're learning Japanese too, man. But this has got a lot of Japanese history and all sorts of great stuff. An old monk sits on a straw mat by the shard's edge, watching the clouds seas stretch to the horizon. He has prayed for guidance every morning since he came to the shard. Today he thinks he hears the answer. The enlightened one wants the people to carry a small reminder of their purpose. How have you been too, Greenslade? An old monk. Oh, here's the red things here. Here we go here. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, this is way better than I thought. I wasn't expecting this level of depth to this. This is the art viewer. It contains details of all historical artwork used in the game, as well as uncropped high-resolution images. If you are unfamiliar with Japanese art, a brief introduction is available in the intro tab. Most pages have ink icons in the title, leading them to a web Max, this is great. This is great. This is beyond my expectations. Holy cow. This is great. Holy Man Genku at Sakura ga Ike by Ogata Gecko. What are you doing? Are you doing okay? You seem to be kind of irritated. Did you have a good day, though? Okay, you had fun with your friends still? You're getting along? Okay, good, good, good. I'm glad. I've been worried. I haven't said anything. Depicts a legendary Dragon King appearing before a Buddhist priest, Genku Honen, 1333 to 1212, at Lake Sakura ga Ike. These lakes in the mountains, often with hot streams. You guys gotta forgive me a little bit about my bad pronunciation. I'm trying my best, okay? They were often associated with the appearance of dragons and deities. This piece was edited for in-game use. The text and the dragon were edited out and the image was flipped. The piece is part of the Flowers of Japan series, and then you can kind of like, you can click on these. This is so cool. Flowers of Japan by Ogata Gecko, the series of 36 prints, also known as Scenery from Japanese Gardens, depicts historical figures, cultural events, pastimes, and famous natural landmarks, like an 800-year-old cherry tree. Many prints still lack a fully documented interpretation. You're really selling this game for $10? I am floored away. Like, this is incredible. This is incredible. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at this. Look, it's like a wow. Wow. Oh my God. I am going to spend a lot of time. It's a passion project. There's no way I'll actually make profit. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I am very, very floored away at this. God, look at this. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time with this game. I totally see this. I think I saw that it runs on the Steam Deck too. I could be wrong, but I think that it does. It makes me tempted. I'm traveling for a funeral soon, and I'm actually really, really, really tempted to bring my Steam Deck. I'm bringing my Switch, but I might actually push to bring my Steam Deck too, because I could really get into this game just poking into it. Cat watching a spider. What a beautiful picture. We gotta look that one up. Look at this. Man, this quality is really good too. You can see all the details of the paper that it was printed on, or drawn on, sorry. This is great. This is very, very great. Okay, let's get back into the game for a little bit. Oh, I gotta check my 3D printer too really quick just to make sure. Okay, I got 23 minutes left on my printer. I was having some issues earlier. I've been working on this really big project I've been trying to take care of, but okay, anyway, that's irrelevant. I have returned. I'm needed a banana. I have trace amounts of radiation. I did hear that bananas do have trace amounts of radiation. Is that actually truth? Okay, an old monk sits on a straw mat by the shard's edge, watching the cloud seas stretch to the horizon. He has prayed for guidance every morning since he came to the shard. Today he thinks he hears an answer. The enlightened one wants the people to carry a small reminder of their purpose. Oh, wow. Okay, so this will lead a mark on history. What a big event to do. Okay, so we can choose a copper ring. We can choose a seed pouch. We can choose an herbal scent or a charcoal bead. Oh, speaking of which, I'm traveling tomorrow, and I got some Buddha beads in Japan. So I have these ones that I wear, but there's some wooden ones I got at the one of the temples. I have little ones too. This is for my first trip to Japan. I'll have to dig my wooden ones out from the shrine, because I like to travel with them. It always makes me feel better. I'm definitely gonna get this game next week when my card is paid. Dude, it's... it keeps surprising me. It legitimately keeps surprising me. Yeah, I'm gonna promote the heck out of this. This is very, very good. An old monk sits on a straw mat by the shard's edge, watching the cloud seas stretch to the horizon. Oh, sorry, we're picking one. Like a copper ring is like too... I feel like that's too much. I'm thinking like maybe a seed pouch. Like a seed pouch sounds... He thinks he hears an answer. The enlightened one wants people to carry a small reminder of their purpose. I think we're gonna go with the seed pouch. I think a seed pouch is... I like that. I like that idea. The monk ties a few grains into a small pouch. Carry this pouch as a reminder. You are the seeds of this new world, he hears in his mind. Your ancestors harvested what they did not sow. You instead shall sow what you may not harvest. In days to come, pouches will be stitched from leftover strips of loosely woven cloth and filled with a handful of seeds. Some will put rice. Some will put in rice grains. Others will fill theirs with wildflower seeds. People will carry their pouches at the belt, light enough to forget, obvious enough to make a child ask what it means. Whenever a natural development is activated, restore one inspiration. The Enlightened One said, carry this pouch as a reminder. You are the seeds of this new world. I like that. This feels very impactful. Also, intentions for the future. Yeah. There's a weight. Like, your decisions have a weight to them. And, like, a lot of games, you know, like to talk about that. But, like, this feels like a cultural weight. I heard you're looking for explorers to help on expeditions. Well, here I am at your service. You have my gratitude for answering the Enlightened One's call. The journey of the faithful shall be arduous. Here's my phone beeping. I've been really busy. I have just been slammed with stuff that, like, people want me to do. I don't know what is going on lately. I heard you're looking for explorers to help on expeditions. Well, here I am at your service. You have my gratitude for answering the Enlightened One's call. The journey of the faithful shall be arduous. We will need skilled scouts to explore these new lands. You're in luck. That's exactly my specialty. What you call luck is but a sign of the divine will. Go now with the Enlightened One's blessing. Finish a survey. Surveys happen after 3 forays. A survey? Survey? A mulberry patch. Oh, sorry. I need to pay attention to what our goals are. I'm like sitting here like, ooh, that would be neat. Ooh, that would be neat. You were 2 minutes behind on live. Yeah, I feel like there's a bunch of people that have been like that for sure. That just happens sometimes. I'm not changing the DVR thing. I won't do it. I think there's too much benefit to it. I'm sorry that it's frustrating to you. Okay, so an incense workshop, a silk weaver's hut. We need 5. Oh, yeah, we're going to want the indigo shrub patch. No? Oh, because we got to do the mulching shed first, so that's not going to work like that. That's not how that works. That's not how any of us works. Winning. Once the moths emerge, discarded cocoons are put to use. Not as shiny as the silk of yore, but spares the residents. So we had a mulberry patch, and then that moved into a silk weaver's hut. I don't think that was beneficial at all. But, I mean, there was no... I don't think there's a downside to that. A schlub patch, yeah. The schlubs. Ooh, look, we get another... Let's do it. Let's go. The kudzu harvest has been more than plentiful. The vines threatened to swallow the tool shed by the time they were ripe, and the tubers have grown to the size of a person's thigh. The tubers can be ground into starch, while the vines could be turned into fiber for baskets or paper. There aren't enough farmers to process everything, so the settlers have to decide what to focus on. Okay, so we can refine the starch to make delicate cakes. We can process the stems into paper. We can make baskets out of the vines, or we can boil the tubers into a hearty survival paste. So, you guys want to weigh in on this one? I gotta do one thing really quick away from the computer. And while I'm gone, you can let me know. Do you want 3 Or, sorry. Well, yeah, we'll do it like that. So, we'll go, do you want to refine the starch and make delicate cakes? That's 1. Do we want to process the stems into paper? 2. Do we want to make baskets out of the vines? 3. Or do we want to boil the tubers into a hearty survival paste? 4. So tell me 1, 2, 3, or 4. And whoever either says first or the most amount of, the people that vote the most, we'll go that route. Marcellus says food. That's fair. You can't get the stream to work. You're on vacation. Well, enjoy your vacation. Enjoy your vacation, my guy. I switched over to full cam because I got to show off our baby. Senpai. Whoa, Senpai, what are you doing? It's Senpai! Senpai, the cutest kid in the whole world. He has no idea what's going on. He's like, wow. He's my little buddy. Bree's mad because he's like, he likes me a lot. He sleeps with me all the time. He's just my little baby. Anyway, sorry. I just wanted to show him off. Okay, so going back here, we got food. Okay, so we'll go with food. Refine the starch and make delicate cakes. I don't disagree with that at all. The settlers grind the tubers and wash the starch repeatedly in fresh water until it is chalk white. The starch is pressed into nuggets, steamed and dusted with soybean flour, resulting in sweet, wobbly treats. It's like eating a cloud that fell in the mud. A child laughs, poking one of the cakes. I'm like, what? So this is kudzumochi? Kudzumochi. Oh, I love mochi. Oh, can you make kudzu? Can you make mochi out of kudzu? Really? Whenever you gain 10 or more food at the time, it restores 2 inspiration. Nothing like a feast to replenish one's resolve. All right. Did we do both of those already? Oh, we did. They're filled, I see. So the only thing we need is the... Well, why can't we do that? I'm confused. Why doesn't the circle go in here? Anyway, gain 5 beauty. We'll do that. We're fine. We're good anyways, so... we'll do that too. I don't think that's gonna do anything at all. And then we'll end the fray. Man, I feel like Greenslade's been on vacations like whoa lately. All right, so the settlement is named the Sumugibara Pongi Plain after its silk weaver's hut. Oh, and then we got some relics. We got 3 relics out of that, so that was pretty good. Okay, so let's see. Bless Harmony doubles all gains of harmony for the rest of the stage. Does not stack. Place this glyph on top of the draw stack. And oh yeah, if you guys like this content too, by the way, I meant to say that. Yeah, during the summer we travel a bit. That's great. No, that's good with the kids and everything. Wonderful, man. Wonderful. I'm not that wasn't judgment or any weird thing. That was, I think it's amazing. Let's see. Fill a random essence slot. Inspire, but then we lose 10 productivity. I don't like that. I don't really like that. Bless Harmony. We're gonna pick that one. Okay, so we got the Pungi Plain Silk Weavers area, so we can choose another location. Ooh, we got some fish and some paper. 10, and then if we go, oh wow. These are so cool. Like I don't know. I like a lot of stuff about this. This is good stuff. 45 and 0 or 30 and 20. Holy shalotes. Well, I think we're just kind of progressing north. I think that's just what's happening. We gotta just let it. We gotta accept it. Okay, so Wildflower Meadow into the Sacred Grove could be good. That could be something very good. We need the fish, though. We need the fish and the scrolls. So fish and scrolls. How are we going to get to the fish and the scrolls well? I mean, this is an easy fish, but we get fish this way too, though, but we get no scrolls. So what do we do about scrolls? Pilgrim's Rest moves into scrolls, but that's only 5 scrolls. 10 scrolls. Is there a 10 scroll somewhere? Huh. I'm not really seeing an optimal path. You're confused about this game? What's confusing to you, Greenslade? We're just kind of rebuilding civilization, and we're trying to meet our goals that we have set in front of us as we learn about this universe. Well, just because I don't really know, we'll push forward there, and then... No, we don't have any more circles, though. I came in late, and I don't know what it's about. We're just building a little civilization, a little Japanese civilization. We're building a culture. That's kind of the main run of it. It's kind of a little bit of a card game too. Like we're trying to play these cards in ways that meet our goals that we need to meet. All right. Well, we're just gonna get our fish because at least we'll have fish. Yeah, we're not getting any scrolls now, though, so FML. Target beauty, satisfy 4 of a random unsatisfied, but 4 is not going to help us enough. Doubles gains of harmony. I mean, we don't need that. We have our harmony now. So it's like a Sim City type of game, but with Japanese language and culture? No. No. This is more like a roguelike game, a roguelite. I always get confused, roguelike and roguelite. It's... Boy, that's hard to explain. I don't know how to answer your question. I'm right-clicking these. I'm just playing them out before we pull a new card. So we did get 4 out of 10. And then maybe... Gosh, I don't need harmony, though. I really need knowledge. I think that's knowledge, right? Knowledge, yeah. I think I goofed this up. We're going to take a hit on this one, guys. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Shoot! No! Boy, we kind of screwed everything up on this. Oh, here we go. The grandfather of the grove, a massive tree that has sheltered countless picnics, has begun to lean. Oh. On closer inspection, the caretaker finds that the trunk has rotted and much of it is hollow. It now stands as an empty shell waiting for the first strong gale to snap it like a dried reed. Wah. Opinions on how to deal with it are divided. A builder wants to fill it, a gardener wants to prop it, and a nervous visitor just wants it gone before it hurts someone. So we can use stability and pack the hollow with sand. We can cut it down and replace it with a sapling, or we can prop it up with bamboo crutches. Or we can fell the tree before it hurts someone. Yeah, we don't know what the outcomes are for any of these. I'm gonna pick, usually I let you guys rot. We've got rot. What is rot? Rot? What is R-O-T? R-O-T? What does that mean? What does that mean, Kevin? R-O-T meaning. A biological process of decomposition where an organic matter breaks down due to bacteria or fungi. That was very direct. Thank you, Google AI, you piece of I thought you were saying like R-O-T, like not like rot, like just on face value rot. Oh crap. Okay. So we have to do something and this might disrupt the stream, but I actually have something I need to do during the stream. So you'll have to pardon. But I'm going to show something off. I've been working on something as part of... I'm working on a video for Mushoku Tensei, Light Novel 1. And I've been doing something, and last time I did this, like, the Japanese Yakuza, like, came after me. So, let's pick an answer first. Let's pick an answer first. And then I'm going to show you guys some stuff. We're going to watch a video for a second. I need to do this during the stream, and I hate to do this because it interrupts this, but... I want to prop it up. Lattice of bamboo poles is constructed, tucked under the heaviest boughs like crutches. The tree leans on them, looking like a weary elder supported by dutiful grandchildren. It is frail, but it lives on to witness years to come. Oh, great. That was wonderful. 50 out of 5. Holy cow, and we still haven't met our main goal. Okay, so I need to do this really quick. So we're going to go to the master volume. We're going to take it to 0. And like I said, I kind of half apologize for this, but I'm going to play a couple videos that are very quick. This is a teaser to a video that I'm working on, and I have been working on for a while. We'll play the game right after this, but I need to do this because I need to see what YouTube thinks about it.
ことがことが
Okay.
That's our maid, Lilia. I'm a big fan of her talents.
I've been working on these
That's
all
our
week.
maid, Lilia. I'm a big fan of her.
So you guys are getting a little bit of a teaser here.
It's hard to wrap my brain around since I used to have almost 1,000. They were all light novels, but still.
That's no good. I guess I'll have to
It's hard to wrap my...
Okay. 2 more.
repeat after me. Do you have to say the incantation? Yeah, how else are you gonna cast?
Confirmed. I'm a badass.
Repeat.
Yes, this is a teaser for a video game, or a video I'm coming out with.
Your very own wand. I crafted it yesterday. That from me.
Okay. That was it. That was everything. Last time I showed any Mushoku Tensei clips on our YouTube channel, I literally had like a Japanese like hit squad come after me. I'm not even kidding. It almost took our channel down. And so I'm just testing something because it's part of a video that's mostly going to be me just talking, but I made chapter separators. And I thought I did a really clever job at it, but I don't know how YouTube's going to handle that. If the Mafia wants to come after me, then they will. So if I won't use those in the video if that ends up getting like hit. I'll cut it out of this video because I want this video to stand as it is. Okay. I think we're all done. Oh no, we can do no, this. Yeah, with this here. Faux show. No, not faux show. Anti-faux show? Ah, dang. Okay. This is where we take our hit. Whoa, 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 whoa. I look away for 1 second and I see some gray rat. Hell yeah, you do, my guy. I'm a Mushoku Tensei fanboy. The settlement is named Mayumashi, the cocoon town, after its scrubland. So we lost 6 inspiration. Yeah, we took a beating on that one, but we gained 5 insight. I'm making a Mushoku. We're going to get a lot. You guys are going to get a lot of Mushoku Tensei light novel videos soon. It will probably hurt me because I've never done videos on a light novel before, but I don't really care because I'm very passionate about it. So that's something I feel like I need to do. Plus, some of my most hardcore viewers, you know who you are. You have also been bit by the moosh bug. It's great stuff. Okay, your glyph deck has 3 connection essences, 3 connection essences, and 3 life essences. Life is a basic essence, which is critical for starting initial developments. Having too many advanced essences may leave you unable to activate desired developments before redrawing? What? Your glyph deck has 3 connection essences. The elemental force used to create developments in sites usually provided by slotting glyphs. This game has become quite con. You've been watching the new season, so stop. I mean, like, keep watching it, but like, don't tell me anything about it. I am not there. I'm right now. I'm kind of backtracking a bit, and I'm watching the light novels. Marcelo, are you a Moosh fan? I can't remember if you also are a Moosh enjoyer. I'll tell you guys something in a second. Marcelo, what a good man. What a good man. I appreciate you. You're a good man. Favorite isekai along with ReZero and Konosuba. Oh my fucking god. Great. Marcelo, you are our mod. You are definitively the mod that we need. Thank you, Marcelo. You have reinvigorated my faith in humanity. I am going to be doing a lot of Mushoku Tensei, a man of culture. Yes, you are a man of culture, like in the best sense of that term. Yeah, Konosuba is also, I love Konosuba. Is there, I wonder if there's a light novel for Konosuba. I should watch that too, but, yeah. There's going to be a lot of Moosh content, and I might push some of our viewers away. And I don't want to be that guy, but at the same time, I need to be the guy that I am. And I need to be honest, portraying myself. And that's gonna move forward with this Mushoku Tensei video, the first one. Okay, so we have Bless, Adventure, double all gains of adventure for the rest of the stage. I don't think we've gotten, like, yeah, we have no adventure. Look at our adventure is miserable. Gain 8 knowledge. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. After 3 forays, a survey team will go out to map the region of the shard. They will have to deal with a variety of encounters, both challenges and opportunities. You can choose to end their trip at any time, but the further you advance, the more of the map you will reveal. I like that. I like that a bunch. Okay, so possible encounters 18, 12, 15, 17, 24. Yeah, let's go over to the mountains. Let's survey these mountains. The Pace Settler, 1 of 4. A naturally athletic surveyor has taken the lead and is setting a blistering pace, completely oblivious to the fact that half of the team is panting and struggling to keep up. When asked to slow down, he argues that moving fast will save them days of travel. This is a universal essence slot. It will accept any kind of essence. Huh. Let's try this one. When asked to slow down, he argues that moving fast will save them days of travel. So we're rotating the lead position. The scouts agree to take turns walking in the lead, naturally evening out the pace. When a slow person is leading, the fast walker keeps running ahead and coming back, unable to restrain himself. We have to choose a glyph to add. I'm a little losing it here a little bit. I'm not entirely sure what we need to be doing or not doing. So this will lose us 5 harmony, but we have 60, which is way more than any others, and we'll gain 10 adventure, which we have none of. So to me, that's going to balance out as we need it to. So we gained Glyph Big Berg. The explorers find themselves in a narrow valley with steep, high walls. The path twists through exposed stone and small groves, occasionally opening onto patches of grass. The valley branches out into several nearly identical paths. Scouts worry that choosing the wrong path could strand them in a dead end or leave the group wandering in circles. Speaking of which, we're on Twitch, I think. Hopefully I haven't messed up this chat, because I feel like we've been on Twitch, too. Are you heading to bed, Riley? Okay, sleep good. Oh, that's right, that's right. You have some stuff going on. Oh, shoot, that's what happened. I popped out. That's hilarious. I didn't pop out the chat. I popped out my activity feed. Shame on me. But to be fair, the only person in my chat was a freaking bot. So that's cool. I love Twitch. The explorers find themselves in a narrow valley with steep high walls. The path twists through exposed stones, small groves. The valley branches into several nearly identical paths. Okay, yeah, we read this. Follow the sound of water? That actually sounds good. We should follow the sound of water. The scouts notice the smell of damp earth and hear the sound of moving water echoing off the walls of the narrowest path. They decide to follow these clues and soon arrive at a bubbling spring. So we got a fountain. New place. Gotta get set up. Also, Earl is suffering more than ever. Friday should be fun. Earl? Earl? Who's Earl? Spooky, what do you mean new place? You live the most chaotic life of any person I've ever known. And, like, I grew up, like, living with, like, dirty punks that, like, some of the stuff I saw when I was young was wild. Oh my god, I love this artwork. Let's see what it says about it. Odawara Sakawa Village by Udagawa Hiroshige. 1833. Wow, that's really nice looking. Look at that. I love this. I love this so much. This art history stuff is just fantastic. You'll DM me, okay. Bro, not as wild as Piss House. Team approaches a creek that has swelled into a wide stream. I did my Montana. Rushing across the landscape. The water is chest high and moving at a dangerous speed. We can wade. Oh my god, wade? I don't want to wade through the current. Wading sounds terrible. Wading sounds like how everybody dies. We have no other options. Oh no, we can jump. Jump? Jump. I don't think I've ever considered jumping across a river. You know what? Let's see. What happens when we jump across the river? With a yell, each of the surveyors jumps over the stream, landing safely on the other side. We've won. We have succeeded. Oh my god, Spooky. That sounds miserable. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a crick. Kevin says it's a crick. I mean, a crick is a crick, I guess. A sudden downpour catches the survey team on an exposed ridge. You find a narrow spot in the creek to jump across, not a river. Okay, you're right. You're dead on. I was thinking silly. You're right, Kevin. I was being very silly. A sudden downpour catches the survey team on an exposed ridge. Just ahead is a small pine grove full of natural hollows. They seem perfect for sheltering a small group, but the ground is strewn with animal bones and bits of hide. Kevin, do you say crick too? I'm curious as another native Montanan. Or is that like, am I like redneck Montanan? Well, that was kind of gross. Sorry. Nah, I thought it was silly when I saw the pictures, so I had to reread the text. A sudden downpour catches the survey team on an exposed ridge. Just ahead is a small pine grove full of natural hollows. They seem perfect for sheltering a small group, but the ground is strewn with animal bones and bits of hide. Yes, Greenslade, you have a great night, and I hope your vacation and your time with your family is amazing. Check DMs. I have to see your actual reaction. Crick is technically correct, though. It depends. Sometimes I say crick, sometimes creek. Washington has, like, curbed me to saying creek more, but, like, if I'm talking quickly and just, like, reacting to something, I always say crick. By the way, it's worse now than those pics show. That was the... Wait, what? What? You send me pics now, too? Is that Sean Easy? It looks like you have pictures of Sean Easy on your wall, my guy. What are you doing? What kind of reactions are these? That picture of you and the picture look like you're... This is wild. What does this even say here? I can't read this on stream. What's wrong with Leon? Leon must be right on the floor, though, man. Bro, I feel like you're gonna get sued for this. Oh my god, what? That is crazy. Do you really have a Demon Slayer katana, bro? It's worse now than those pics. The smell is. We crapped on all the floors because I cut all the pipes. What the fuck? Spooky, you are exactly like all the punk-ass kids I hung out with when I was younger. What is that picture of you cutting into the wall? Is that like a... That looks like a pruner. Like something you cut a tree with. And is that a picture... Do you have a picture of... Is that Mount Fuji? I don't even... That doesn't even really look like Mount Fuji. I'm so confused. They stole my stuff and left it that way? What? They should sue the homeless people that broke in? Lived in so many places, I think I say strange things all over the place. That's fair. You've moved all over the place. My accent is a little effed. Marcellus is lol. Man, the chat tonight has been wild. Oh, the homeless people did that. That wasn't you. That was all the homeless people. Okay, okay. Sudden downpour catches the survey team on an exposed ridge. Just ahead is a small pine grove full of natural hollows. They seem perfect for sheltering a small group, but the ground is strewn with animal bones and bits of hide. Oh, I think I missed some stuff here. Nope, I got it all. Give me just 2 seconds. I gotta do something with my... All the locks were somehow broke. Oh, no. I gotta check my 3D printer. Because the locks were somehow broke. So I got these, I've been doing this really long-term project. I was printing it out of ASA, but these new ones are printed out of PETG because I spent like $100 on ASA and I used them all. But this is what they look like when they fail, when they don't print correctly. I don't know if you can see all the hairs that hang off. This is still functional. It's just ugly. And this is not functional and just ugly. This is just such a failure. Anyway, I have made an incredibly insane thing for my garden out of ASA, which is like a failed print. Does it say anything about how Kitten is? Kevin, how many different places have you lived in? A sudden downpour catches the survey team on an exposed ridge. Just ahead. Wait, I read this like 5 times. Do I really need to keep reading this to you guys? Probably not. Oh, we can construct a lean-to. Instead of sheltering in what are clearly animal dens, the scouts construct simple lean-tos. Enough to shelter from the rain, even if they won't last much longer. Oh, that's it? The survey is finished? Oops. Now what? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to... What? How do I... Can I finish? Am I missing something? This is actually really confusing. Oh, we just redraw and then like we can't do anything, so this is pointless. I end survey. Okay, so we finished the survey. Surveys happen every 3 forays. Okay, now we gotta pick a new one. Ooh, look. We can go into the forest. So we need a road, 10 and 10. Yeah, the forest gets us there. Uh-oh. Oh, look, Pilgrim's Rest. Forgotten Pouch. The rest stop is quiet, save for birdsong and breeze, but someone was here recently and forgot something. The pouch lies on the bench, a modest thing with no markings. It doesn't seem to contain much, so perhaps its absence won't even be noticed. Oh, we can't have more than 50 harmony, otherwise we could keep it. So we can search for the owner or build a lost and found box? Or we can leave it be. I think we should build a lost and found box. It won't solve everything, but it's a start. The settlers leave a tiny wooden box with a polite sign and trust that it will be put to good use. In Japan, yes. In America, no. Okay, I gotta say, depends on how to count, but like 8 cities and 7 states, oh my god. Only lived where I was born for like a couple months and lived in multiple cities multiple times. Wait, Kevin, you weren't born in Montana? What? What? Oh my god. Yeah, most of my family is there. And I'm like, that's crazy. But also explains why I get along with you so well. Seems like everyone I meet that's like, turns out they're like from Montana in some way. They're like the people I get along with best. Correct, but from like a few months then I was there. Oh. Wow, the things I learned about you, Kevin. The things I learn about you, my friend. Firebreak Reserve? Wait, we were trying to find adventure. How do we get to adventure best? We're screwed again. I'm not good at this game. Divine one. Oh, what if we do this? Next, we'll pull water. The lock somehow broke. Lock modern. Bree, did you hear me earlier? Somebody came into our stream that has been watching our Japan videos because they're gonna go to all the places that we're going to, and they really enjoyed having like a realistic like view of like people doing it. You did hear that? That makes me so happy. That's like the reason why I do the stuff I do. It's like it never happens, but like it just makes me so happy to hear that. That's like really important for me. Wildlife sanctuary. We're gonna fail, but wait. Parent development must be activated first. idea. I knew that wasn't gonna work. I did it anyway. So you can see there's the little, like these little parts. Well, actually, no, they're always orange. That was like wildly unhelpful. I'm just being foolish. We got the Shikaga Kage Mare Deer Shadow Forest. Okay. We did lose a little bit of inspiration. We took a little bit of beating. Your glyph deck has 18 glyphs. Having too many glyphs can make it harder to draw really good ones. Consider removing glyphs that have only one essence. Okay. Yeah. Shikage Mari. Now we gotta figure out where our next foray is going to be. We need some food and some harmony. The mountains don't have a lot of that. We're gonna fray here. An apiary. I don't like this. This is a bad run, yo. None of this is helpful. Not a single one of these is helpful. Damn. Do we? To charge it? How do you not have any lightning cables? That's a C. You can't just plug a C into a lightning. Great. I don't want to take your iPad. I want that to be cleared off so I have my own iPad. That way I can use the dehancer stuff. I'll just take it, I guess, as it is, and I'll just deal with it. I don't know what else to do. Shit, it's almost 11 o'clock at night. I don't know, guys. I don't, none of this sounds right, and it seems... Amatsuno. If you find yourself wondering if you could have played this stage differently, you can try restarting from the pause menu. Yes. Yes. If you find yourself... Okay, yeah. You have exhausted all your inspiration and the expedition will end now. Yep. Ijima, a tight-knit community, developed a shard culture. Darn. That map is Murica! The expedition was a success. No, it wasn't. I suck. The shards are full of new adventures, new places to explore. You have done the Enlightened One a great service. The maps you bring shall serve us well in days to come. O Enlightened One, the shards are ready to receive us. On the next expedition, we shall raise capital. With that, the scattered can begin healing in earnest. Establish a shard capital? A central hub that shares yields with connected settlements growing stronger as more are linked. Its state carries over between phases. After 6 forays, and complete the first convergence. A key moment at the end of each phase where you make up for your settlement shortages. Ooh. Ooh. It was shaped just like it. Yeah, it did have that kind of a shape. I agree. You can view previously resettled world shards here, as well as explore potential shard cultures. Shard culture, a type of society a given world shard can develop. Shards with notable cultures are revealed at the end of an expedition based on the yields, narrative choices, or other decisions made by its settlers. A broken fragment of the old world floating in the cloud sea, now ready to be restored into a new home for settlers. Well, I feel really terrible, guys, but I gotta jump on a plane to Montana to go to my grandpa's funeral tomorrow. So I think we should call it. I think I should, I gotta pack and stuff. I leave, I have a Uber picking me up at 10 tomorrow. I gotta tell you what, I would way rather be playing fun video games that I love a lot. But life is what it is. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Can we save? What does this look like? Are you sure you want to exit the game? Oh, it says it saved 2 minutes ago, which is, that sounds about correct. So this game was Worlds Upon the Wind. Yeah, thank you guys so much. This game is called Worlds Upon the Wind. I have a link in the description as well as pinned in the chat. This game's amazing, and according to the website, it's going to be $9.99 when it comes out tomorrow. I have to very, very solidly say you should get this game. Like this, if you like Japanese culture or just even just a chill gaming experience, this is excellent. And I am absolutely going to spend a lot more time with this one. This one is a unique gem, in my opinion. This is up there with some of the best things that have come my way as a content creator since I've been doing this for on YouTube for 6 years. I am very, very, very impressed, and $9.99 for this full price is a steal. Like, he's essentially, Max is giving this game away. No joke. This is a literal giveaway. So you should definitely check this out. It's very, very good. And like Max was saying earlier, there's a demo. So if you want to try it out yourself to see what your personal feelings are, I really highly suggest. Oh yeah, look, Marcelo added it. I love you, Marcelo. Anyway, I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. I'll have a new iPad. It's an old iPad. Really cool game. I super agree, Soma. Yeah, and thank you too. I appreciate the conversation with you today as well. Yeah, feel free to check this one out. Absolutely. This is very cool. One of my favorites. I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. I'm getting on a plane tomorrow. I'm have an Uber pick me up at 10. I leave about 2. I get to Montana about like 4, I think. And I'm gonna be probably kind of busy. And emotionally, I'm probably gonna be kind of a weird space. So if you guys are on the Discord and you're talking, or or just a buddy that hits me up or whatever, I might not be super available, and I kind of apologize for that in advance, but I'm really kind of trying to be supportive of my mom through everything she's doing and helping her out. And then funeral's on Saturday. I'm staying until Monday, and so I'm coming back kind of late on Monday. And so maybe on Tuesday we'll do something again. Yeah. I want to do more content for this game. We're going to get back into Shujinko. I've been working really hard on my Mushiko Tensei video. I showed some teasers of it earlier. I'm very passionate about Mush, so we're going to have some more of that. And I'm going to play some Splatoon Raiders while I'm gone, so I'll probably have some thoughts on that too. But anyway, I'm just saying, while I'm gone, tomorrow through Monday, you're probably not going to get much of anything from me. I might do a post or something, but it is what it is. But anyway, I don't want to leave on like a sad note, because this game was awesome. And I'm really thankful for the dev to take a chance, I guess, and let me check it out and show it off to you guys. Yeah, appreciate your time. Have a good one. Soma, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Happy travels to you as well. And I hope everyone has a great night and a great rest of your week. I'm going to JoJo out. We'll JoJo out. You guys love JoJo, so let's JoJo out. Actually, I have a button for that.
Killer Queen 第3の爆弾バイツァーダスト